I packed myself into a gift box and confessed to my crush. This was my 99th confession. This time, he finally agreed. But just as we were about to kiss, I suddenly passed out. When I opened my eyes again, I found myself in a luxurious villa, and my crush was holding a crying little girl, glaring at me and cursing me as a crazy person. Then, without listening to my calls, he took the little girl and ran. I was completely confused. I had no idea what was going on. While I was in a daze, a servant suddenly came downstairs. When I heard the servant call me madam, I was startled by the title. I pinched my face. The intense pain made me realize this wasn't a dream. I didn't know why I had suddenly woken up and found myself a married woman. Living in this luxurious villa, I suddenly had a wild thought. What if I, like the heroines in novels, had traveled through time? I anxiously shouted the system's name, but nothing happened. The servant, thinking I had gone mad, made up an excuse and hurriedly left. Just then, my phone suddenly rang. I opened it and saw a voice message full of insults. I immediately cursed back at the sender. But to my shock, the chat history was full of messages I had sent, and they were all confessions to the sender. What shocked me even more was that the messages were dated 2025, a full 6 years ahead of the 2019 I knew. In a panic, I immediately called my best friend, but when she heard my name, she hung up right away. This was unbelievable to me, so I didn't give up. I called 99 more times. Finally, my best friend agreed to meet me, but even then, she remained cold and didn't say a word of kindness. Although I thought it was absurd to be in the future 6 years later, I told her the truth to earn her trust. After listening, my best friend thought I was making up stories and turned to leave. But after I begged her, she softened and decided to tell me the absurd things I had done over the years. From her story, I learned how I had become someone everyone disliked in these 6 years. It turned out that after graduation, I married my crush and had a cute little angel. But for some reason, I later went mad and fell in love with another man. This man was neither as good-looking nor as wealthy as my husband, but I acted as if under a spell, confessing to him 99 times. I anxiously returned to the villa, wondering why I had abandoned my husband and child and turned against my best friend just then. My husband came home with our injured daughter. I saw how cute she was and couldn't help but want to hug her. But my husband acted as though I were a dangerous beast, protecting her like his life depended on it, even when her foot was outside. The blanket, I tried to help cover her up, but my husband misunderstood, thinking I had ill intentions. He immediately dragged me to the living room and warned me to never come near our daughter again. At that moment, I realized how deeply I had hurt my husband and daughter, but I couldn't tell my husband that I had traveled from the age of 18, because if I did, he would probably think I was making excuses, so I could only sincerely swear that I would change. But my husband didn't believe me at all. He immediately pulled out the divorce papers and asked for a divorce. I was frantic, crying and begging him not to leave me. My husband, shocked by my sudden change, still loved me deeply and decided to give me one last chance. After saying that,